Yeah, first off, congratulations to Nebraska. They are the real deal. And so people that I'm hearing that they're not, they are really, really good. And they showed that tonight from point one to the very, very end. They're hitting 400. They held us down to about 156. That kind of shows you a lot of where they were. And a credit to their staff and how they carry themselves, and also to their crowd. They are. I think Go Big Red Nation deserves credit, and they deserve the fact that they travel and they support their team. I really, really love everything about that. For our team, I'm disappointed in the fact that I just felt like we just didn't really show up until midway through the third. And that comes back to coaching. I think that I could have done a better job of preparing. I thought we had a good game plan and everything, but I think we got caught a little off guard, and then we were just always trying to catch up. And, and then we started to press a little bit. So this is a tough lesson for us. People think it's going to be the end of the world. Mm-hmm. It's not. It's one game. And it's what I call a painful gift in the fact that team showed us exactly what we need to do, and we know how to get there. And so that's what the mission is going to be from here on out. And so we're going to take it tomorrow, and it's about duck hunting season now. So we got to move forward. We'll turn it over to you guys.
Hi, y'all. I wanted to know, what was the team's mindset going into the game with Nebraska? How has the team been preparing with such a tight turnaround from the victory with Rutgers, homecoming yesterday, and also the rain as well?
Do you want me to answer that? Or do
You got it.
Okay. I think it's such a different game because we're playing at our gym, but like a crowd advantage, obviously, towards them. For me personally, I didn't really care about any of that stuff. I just really wanted to win, like every part of me did. It's really unfortunate that we didn't, and I hope we get that opportunity in the future to play them again and, fix what we need to fix. I don't think the rain played a part, probably kept us better and more inside, but I think the quick turnaround, we're very used to it. I think our schedule's been kind of like that this year, so yeah.
That's good to hear. The rain has been taking me through lately.
Hi, Adriana, Daily Trojan. London and Adonia, what are you guys taking away from this match as you guys face Oregon next?
I think what Brad said earlier, we learned a lot about ourselves playing against a top 10 team, in fact, the number one team in the country, and it showed a lot of things that we need to work on tomorrow in practice, and we have a very good Oregon team that we're going to be up against on Wednesday, and it's just full steam ahead from here on out, so yeah.
Nora Rakotsi for Annenberg Media. I just wanted to follow up with something that you just said, London. Actually, I totally just forgot my question, so let me ask another one. Sorry. So can you guys talk about a little bit more about how maybe the winning streak, maybe now that unfortunately it's over, did it affect preparations? And then similarly, the fact that Nebraska was undefeated and still is?
I don't think it played an effect to anything. Records, when the match starts, records don't matter. Brad said that, or someone said that in one of our team huddles. But once we get on the court, it's a free for all, and it's gonna be a dogfight either way. So, yeah.
I remembered my question now. You said that you wish you could get to play them again. What do you think would be some key differences to maybe have a different result?
I think we need to pursue balls and not give up on them so quickly. And then I think, blocking. Yeah, I think we need to get better at blocking.
The goal is to win. No, it's a lot of the stuff that we train on a daily basis is prepping for exactly what we were going up against. I just thought we were flat today. It was a bad day. At some point, it is what it is. It's a bad day, and you flush it, and you got to get back. You got to get right back into it. And we had a bad day last year, and we flushed it, got back, and made a big time win, actually against Oregon last year. So I don't. We've played 26 matches it's a long season. And again, it's one game. So you prep, it didn't work out, you learn from it, you get ready for Oregon. Hopefully you get to play them again or somebody, doesn't matter. I don't care what the path is to try to get to a national championship, caliber matches. Like, I don't care about that. It's just a matter of prepping and getting better and learning from our mistakes. I agree with London about pursuing balls, and I just felt like the game was a little too fast for us tonight. I thought it was slow for them and fast for us. And when you talk about slow versus fast, sometimes that comes down to just how many years of volleyball. It's just logging in a ton of hours at a super high level. That's all there is to it. And I think we're on the verge of it, but I just think they were just better than we were tonight with that stuff. I mean, there were some plays they made that I haven't seen in a while. So, I mean, that was normal for them. That was stuff that they do. So.
You guys came out in the third set completely different. What were the conversations in the locker room before that set?
I'll go first. I think it was just like we literally like have nothing to lose. Like, let's just go out without a fight. I can't say what we were saying in the locker room because whatever. Sorry, but no, yeah, it was just like stop feeling sorry for ourselves and just keep going, keep pushing, tool off the hands. Like what London was saying earlier. Like, we just got to work on pursuing balls more in those like high pressure moments.
Mm. Yeah.
Taryn Rodriguez of Set Point on Ice Sports Radio here. This is a question for Coach Keller. Obviously, the winning streak, getting snapped sucks, but is there like a silver lining to this, even though there's no moral victories? Because you're starting 3 freshmen, and you pretty much went toe-to-toe as much as possible with the number 1 team in the nation.
This is where I'm going to get in trouble. I don't believe in silver linings, and I don't believe in moral victories. So I'm a little bit over the top true competitor. I'm very, very competitive. And so for me personally, it's about wins and losses. It's a great thing that we had 9-game winning streak. That was awesome. That was an amazing chapter for us. I liked how we were poised. We had some really tough situations. I thought the Iowa match was incredible for us to get through and kind of figure it out. I thought we answered the bell versus Wisconsin. I thought we were going through a lot against Minnesota and found a way to win that. I mean, I just think there's been a lot of really, really good wins all the way up here. And so tonight I think was off. I don't think there's a silver lining. I love my team. I don't care what their age is. There needs to be a standard, and we need to execute. And so if we don't execute, we go back to the drawing board, we work on those things, we get better, and we execute. That's kind of where my mind is.
Sorry.
Yeah.
This is a question for Adonia and London. And Coach, you're welcome to chime in. You got Oregon next. They're coming off of a big 5-set win over Purdue on the road. How do you flush this loss, and what'll it take to take down Oregon?
I don't want to flush this loss. I think it's a good to use it as fuel for the next game. I feel like we learned a lot, and to carry that again to the next game. I think it was maybe a great way. It was a good test to see how far we are to get to that level, and I feel like the silver lining is to make sure that we're all going to be in the gym working even harder to make sure that we pursue the balls. Mm-hmm. We're up all the time on the blocks. I think it made me more hungry to want to win. So yeah.
Coach, can you talk about your team's identity, and have you guys found it? Is it completely clear?
Yeah, I think when I go through it, I think we've changed a lot from when we started to where we are now. I think we play with joy. I think we are very coordinated. We're athletic. We're fast. We play with we go through relationships, grit, and gratitude. Those are our 3 pillars. We live by them. We talk about those things. And I think we've learned that over the course of time that it doesn't matter who you are, your age, or what your background is, or what have you, all of them can play at a really high level, and it's really fun to do that. So that common goal, all that stuff is there. The identity itself is just, I always wanted this team to play with joy and love. I want them to be empathetic to others. I want them to lead. I want them to be leaders. And I want them to be courageous on the court. And I don't know that those are distinct. I think those are more adjectives, is what I would say. But I think it's all encompassing of the same sort of thing. We used to call it play with your hair on fire. And that never made sense to me, but it was like you're just running around and going crazy and diving all over the place and making great plays. That's what we did. Seriously, that's what it was.
Yeah, I've heard of that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's like you play with your hair on fire and you're going crazy. I want that. I want relentlessness. Actually, relentless is a good word, is what I would use. I want us to play with joy, to be relentless. I want us to be, courageous, creative, all those things. I think those things are kind of what we're about. It's what we talk about all the time. And I think they embody it and they do it. I mean, it's why we're 20-6 this year.
One more question.
I have a quick follow-up. Do you feel like the moment, the outside elements, the crowd, the ranking, can that make the moment too big? And how does a team respond to those elements?
For sure it can. We have to process this and see if that actually was a factor. I don't think it was an actual factor, but it could be for some. It's an individual thing, right? Some people, it's different for each person. You heard two people say they weren't really bothered by it, but there might be others that are, and so we just have to learn how to, get that out of our system and be better at it. And a lot of that comes down to our confidence and our skill set and what we do, and we just got to keep training. I mean, that's what it comes down to. At the end of the day, you just got to show up the next day and show up, number one, and train and work on the things you don't want to work on, and then those things become a whole lot easier in the next environment that you're in.